There's a time and a place for straight pipes. This little bugger right here is not the right place for it. I want to be able to drive this thing without getting a headache, and for that we need an exhaust system that is better than this little cut-off piece that came off of a Briggs & Stratton. Now, I figure since everybody always throws a hissy fit about the name Duromax and it should be a diesel because of it, I think we should put a diesel exhaust on it. Or rather, a diesel heater exhaust. These are showing up all over Amazon, eBay, a bunch of different places. These little kits are about 25 bucks. Now, one thing I did note is that there's two different qualities of these. Some of them are straight through, and if you pay the extra 5 bucks, you end up with one that's got a little bendy thing going on the inside. Now, whether that's going to make a difference, I don't know. For this project, though, in the description will be this cheapskate one that I bought. That was the cheapest one I could possibly find. This is our stock exhaust, which is perfectly fine for this project, except for underneath the engine hood here, it was overheating and causing problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to slice that on the bandsaw, and we're going to see what the chances are it'll fit right in the end of this. Alright, here we go. We got that cut off of there. Hedge your bets. Do you think it's going to fit or no? Right like a glove. There we go. So now we can be able to clamp that on there, and we can move this to wherever it is that we want it. Now the other thing is, I wonder if it just fits. Oh, that actually fits right in like that. So you could actually just put the exhaust straight off of there if you needed to for your application, and then run this to wherever it is you wanted it to exit out at. So that works both ways. But I think we're going to put that muffler underneath the chassis somewhere just a little bit. I just wanted to show here while we're working on this that this bends pretty relatively easily by hand. So we're going to bend it around to bring it down through. Right about there. As you can see, all of that was just by hand, push it in, and it works. I decided I was going to build the exhaust in place, and then I got down here and decided I wanted my muffler mounted right here. But this is a lot more awkward to cut than I was expecting it to be. What I finally found actually worked really good was this 32 tooth count metal saber saw blade. So now I'm going to take that and put it on the other end of the muffler so we have an out pipe. Follow up further, I ended up cutting off where I put the slit in, and I found a socket that I could just barely fit up inside of the pipe, and a couple of different sizes, put the socket in it, hit it with a hammer around and around and around until I got up to a socket that was the same size as the end of the pipe on the exhaust, and now it fits on there and it's nice and tight. So I'll crimp it on and then get it tied into the frame. Let's fire it up and see if it sounds better. I got the choke on, ignition to the on position. We'll give it a pull. There we go. It's obviously quieter. I'm going to run it for a few days, and then we're going to come back and finish out this video. We're going to ignore child labor laws today, and John's going to be loading up whatever rocks he can manage to pick up. We ended up with a free deposit of some bank run here and stuff, and it's got rocks about that size through all of it that are slowly coming up through as everything settles. So John's going to fill up the trailer as much as he can today. On a side note, exhaust, totally worth it. That pulley is a little bit bigger than the one that I had on there, and in second gear it will wheelie now with me on it. But it makes it more fun, right?
Yeah.
Gotta give it a choke. There we are. So that's a pretty decent load because those poor tires are squatting at this point. Gonna get that unloaded, and then we need to rip an old grill out of there. And we'll call that good for a test on the exhaust. Getting the yard cleaned up feels good. So that thing is loaded on there. We got all the rocks and stuff in there because we're going to put in about a 3-foot wide walkway going up here. All of that is going to get filled in so that the water coming off of here actually goes to the drain it's supposed to go to. And all of this ugly mess in here is all going away this summer. But first we got to go over the junk pile, right, John?
Yep.
Okay. So here we go. We'll get it started up, head over to the junk pile. You know, it'd be nice if somebody did the electric start on this. But once this warms up, it works great. Well, John, what do you think? Was dropping a 7 horsepower into the Sears Suburban worth it?
Yes.
Yes? You need to be a little bit taller and then you can actually reach the clutch, but, you know, you're cheating. You're standing on a trailer. Anyways, so now that we can actually hear ourselves think when we're riding on it, I think we'll work on the push button start for it and get a battery in it, and we'll show you guys that in a future video. Have fun. Thank you for watching.